Old age, often called the golden years, is much more than a phase of slowing down. It's a profound opportunity to embrace life's deepest truths, a chance to peel back the layers of the past and uncover the essence of who we truly are. These years are not just about reflecting on what was, but about deciding what will be. The most beautiful aspect of aging lies in its wisdom, the realization that peace, above all else, is the greatest treasure. Yet, finding this peace isn't always easy. As we age, our minds long for stillness, but the world around us often resists. Relationships, responsibilities, and expectations can weigh heavily on our souls. Here lies the paradox. The people closest to us, family, friends, even lifelong companions, can be the very ones who unintentionally disturb our quest for tranquility. But what if I told you that peace isn't just something we stumble upon? It's something we create. It's something we protect. According to timeless Buddhist teachings, safeguarding your inner sanctuary sometimes means stepping away from relationships that no longer serve your well-being, even if these connections have been part of your life for years. This doesn't mean you abandon love or compassion. It's quite the opposite. It means honoring yourself enough to set boundaries that nurture your spirit. It means recognizing that protecting your peace is an act of profound self-love and self-respect. These teachings don't ask us to blame others, but to take responsibility for our energy, our choices, and ultimately, our happiness. So why is old age the perfect time for this transformation? Because by the time we reach this stage in life, we've seen enough to know what truly matters. We've weathered storms, faced heartbreak, celebrated triumphs, and learned countless lessons. This is the time to cherish the moments that bring lightness to our souls and gently release the ones that weigh us down. If you've ever felt a quiet yearning for simplicity, for days filled with calm instead of chaos, with joy instead of judgment, then this video is for you. Together, we'll explore the wisdom of Buddhism, uncover practical steps to identify relationships that may be affecting your peace, and learn how to set compassionate boundaries that honor both yourself and others. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. How often do you prioritize your own peace? Have you ever wondered if protecting your energy could unlock a whole new level of happiness? If these questions resonate with you, take a moment right now to like this video and subscribe to our channel. This isn't just about learning, it's about joining a community that values wisdom, growth, and the journey to a more meaningful life. As we move forward, you'll discover that peace isn't a destination, it's a daily choice. And the beauty of this journey is that it's never too late to begin. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, your best years of serenity and fulfillment could be right around the corner. So let's embark on this path together and uncover the secrets to living your golden years with grace, wisdom, and unshakable peace. Stay with us, because what lies ahead might just change the way you see your life, your relationships, and your purpose. Let's get started. In the vast tapestry of human connections, relationships are both a source of profound joy and deep sorrow. The Buddha, with his boundless wisdom, taught that these connections are not mere coincidences but karmic threads woven into the endless cycle of samsara, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Each relationship carries a purpose, whether to uplift us, challenge us, or teach us. Lessons essential for our spiritual growth. Yet among these connections, some act as anchors, holding us back, draining our energy, and clouding our path to inner peace. The Buddha's words echo timelessly. Surround yourself with those who bring out your light, and distance yourself from those who cast shadows on your soul. It is a reminder that not all relationships are meant to last forever, especially those that hinder our journey toward enlightenment. Toxic relationships, whether marked by manipulation, conflict, or unspoken resentment, do more than disturb our emotions. They tether us to suffering and prevent us from achieving the tranquility we seek. In the later stages of life, when the distractions of youth fade and the soul yearns for peace, it becomes essential to reflect on the relationships we hold dear. The golden years are not for enduring negativity, but for nurturing clarity, healing, and harmony. Ask yourself, do these people bring peace or discord? Do they inspire growth, or do they pull you into cycles of frustration and pain? Often, the answers reveal the need for a brave choice, to let go, even of those we once thought indispensable. Letting go is not rejection, it is liberation. It is not an act of cruelty, but of love, love for yourself and the other person. By releasing toxic dynamics, you create space for genuine, nurturing connections that align with your true self. The Buddha likened this to a tree shedding its leaves. It is not the end, but a transition, a necessary step for new growth to flourish. As you walk this path, remember the Buddha's teachings are rooted in compassion. Avoiding toxicity does not mean harboring resentment. Instead, it is practicing loving kindness from a distance, wishing others well while fiercely protecting your own peace. In choosing to let go, you honor the sanctity of your spirit, embrace the light within you, and step closer to the freedom of the heart. Peace is your birthright. Claim it, cherish it, and let it guide you toward a life of serenity. The first type of person you should avoid, as emphasized in Buddhist teachings, is the one who constantly judges and criticizes. These individuals often make it their habit to focus on others' flaws, belittle their choices, and offer unsolicited advice masked as constructive criticism. They create an atmosphere of negativity, leaving you questioning your worth and second-guessing every decision you make. Their words have a way of lingering, pulling you into a cycle of self-doubt and emotional turmoil. In the delicate phase of old age, when inner peace becomes a priority, these relationships can be particularly harmful. Instead of fostering growth or support, such people drain your energy and disrupt your mental harmony. They may be friends, family members, or even colleagues, but their constant judgments act like invisible chains, binding you to feelings of inadequacy. Buddha's wisdom offers profound guidance here. Do not carry the weight of another's judgments. Liberation comes from within. This teaching reminds us that while we cannot control others' actions or opinions, we have the power to decide how much space their negativity occupies in our lives. Detachment doesn't mean resentment. It means prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being over the unrealistic expectations of others. Letting go of such relationships can be difficult, especially when they involve people you care about deeply. But by stepping away from those who judge harshly, you create room for meaningful connections that nurture your spirit. Surround yourself with those who uplift you, who see your strengths rather than focusing on your weaknesses. In doing so, you not only honor your own path, but also embody the compassion and wisdom that Buddha advocated. Remember, your journey toward inner peace begins with choices, both big and small. Choosing to distance yourself from the constant noise of criticism is a step toward clarity, self-love, and true serenity. Let this decision be an act of kindness toward yourself, a way to honor the sacred space within where peace resides. The second type of person you should avoid is the one driven by greed and self-interest. These individuals tend to appear only when they need something, be it your time, energy, or material resources. They come into your life under the guise of friendship or need, but once their goals are met, they disappear without a trace, leaving you to feel abandoned when you need support in return. This kind of behavior can be especially draining, both emotionally and financially. You may find yourself constantly giving without receiving anything in return, slowly depleting your reserves. The damage goes beyond the financial. It erodes your trust and leaves you feeling used. In old age, when inner peace and balance become the ultimate goal, these draining relationships can be particularly destructive. The stress caused by such individuals can create emotional turmoil, robbing you of the tranquility you deserve. Buddha's teachings shed light on the dangers of greed, stating, "Greed is the root of all suffering." This profound wisdom reminds us that desire for material gain is the cause of much of our pain and discontent. Buddha urges us to cultivate a heart full of compassion, but also advises us to be discerning about whom we help and how we offer our support. Giving without expecting anything in return is a beautiful practice, but blind giving, especially to those who take advantage of your kindness, can lead to imbalance and suffering. The lesson here is to distinguish between genuine acts of kindness and being manipulated by those who only seek to benefit from you. Compassion is about giving with intention and awareness, not about endlessly feeding the greed of others. As you move through life, especially in your later years, be mindful of the energy you give. Protect your resources, both material and emotional, and ensure that your acts of kindness come from a place of self-awareness, not obligation. In this way, you can preserve your peace and ensure that your generosity enriches both you and those who truly value it. Recognizing the difference between selflessness and exploitation is key to nurturing relationships that enhance your life, not drain it. The third type of person to avoid is the one who constantly carries negative energy. These individuals are often the ones who complain about everything, about life, their circumstances, and the world around them. When you're in their presence, they can make you feel drained, heavy, and pessimistic. No matter how much positivity you try to bring to the conversation, they seem determined to focus on what's wrong, never on what's right. Over time, their negative outlook can seep into your own mindset, leaving you with a sense of discouragement. As we grow older, one of the most precious things we seek is peace of mind. The constant barrage of negativity from these types of people can erode that inner peace, leaving you vulnerable to stress and anxiety. Instead of nurturing positive thoughts and emotions, you begin to mirror the frustration and hopelessness that these people constantly project. In your later years, when the focus should be on calm, reflection, and inner harmony, this type of energy can be especially harmful. The teachings of the Buddha offer a crucial lesson in dealing with such negative influences. Buddha emphasized the importance of surrounding oneself with positive energy, saying that the people we spend our time with have a significant impact on our mental and emotional well-being. He encouraged us to seek companionship with those who uplift and inspire us, rather than those who pull us down into the depths of negativity. This is not just a matter of preference, but a necessity for maintaining peace of mind. The Buddha also spoke of the importance of cultivating a peaceful environment, one where negativity has no place. It is important to protect our minds from the toxic energy that others may bring into our lives. Just as we cleanse our bodies of harmful substances, we must also protect our minds from the poisonous effects of negativity. By avoiding these individuals, we create space for more positive, uplifting relationships that nurture our emotional well-being. The lesson is clear. In your later years, it is crucial to guard your energy. Seek out people who bring light into your life, who lift you up rather than drag you down. Surround yourself with individuals who radiate positivity, kindness, and compassion. In doing so, you protect your peace, enhance your joy, and ensure that your golden years are filled with the tranquility and contentment you deserve. The fourth type of person to avoid is the one who crosses your personal boundaries. These individuals consistently disregard your opinions, invade your personal space, and violate the limits you've set to protect your peace. They may push you into uncomfortable situations, often without any regard for your feelings or needs. At first, you may feel compelled to accommodate them out of politeness or fear of conflict, but over time, this behavior erodes your sense of self and personal control. Their actions can leave you feeling trapped, overwhelmed, and unable to assert your own needs. As we age, maintaining healthy boundaries becomes more essential than ever. These boundaries are not just physical, but also emotional and mental. When someone crosses these boundaries repeatedly, they disrupt your ability to maintain inner peace and balance. You may begin to question your own worth or struggle with feelings of frustration, confusion, and even resentment. In the later stages of life, where tranquility and reflection are vital for happiness, these types of relationships can be especially damaging. The teachings of the Buddha provide profound wisdom on the importance of personal space and mental freedom. Buddha emphasized that every individual has the right to their own mental and emotional autonomy. He taught that our minds and hearts should be protected from external forces that try to impose their will upon us. Just as we set boundaries to protect our physical space, it is equally important to establish emotional and mental boundaries that safeguard our well-being. Buddha's teachings also remind us that true peace comes from within, and we must not allow anyone to violate that inner peace. If someone continually disregards your boundaries, it is your responsibility to protect your energy and peace by distancing yourself from that person. In doing so, you create an environment where your mind remains calm and free from external interference. The lesson here is clear: never allow others to cross your personal boundaries. Respect your own needs and desires, and always prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. As you navigate your later years, remember that setting and enforcing boundaries is a fundamental practice for maintaining peace, autonomy, and a fulfilling life. Surround yourself with people who honor your space and support your right to live in harmony with your own truth. The fifth type of person to avoid is the one who creates unnecessary conflict. These individuals thrive on stirring up arguments, disagreements, and increasing tensions within your relationships, especially in the family. They may provoke disputes over trivial matters, often causing emotional strain and disharmony in your home. Their behavior is disruptive, making even the simplest moments feel charged with negativity. Living in such an environment can be incredibly draining, especially as you age and seek peace and harmony in your life. The constant chaos and conflict wear you down mentally and emotionally, leaving you feeling exhausted and frustrated. In your later years, when inner peace is more important than ever, these toxic relationships can prevent you from experiencing the calm and contentment you deserve. From the perspective of Buddhism, the Buddha taught the importance of avoiding conflict and promoting harmony. He often spoke about the value of maintaining a calm and peaceful mind, free from the disturbances that conflict brings. According to Buddhist teachings, conflict is often born from ego, attachment, and the desire to be right, which only fuels negative emotions and leads to suffering. By avoiding unnecessary conflicts, we preserve our peace and protect our mental well-being. Buddha's teachings guide us to practice mindfulness, compassion, and understanding, which help us navigate challenging relationships without becoming entangled in the drama. Instead of engaging with those who provoke conflict, it is wise to create distance and preserve your peace of mind. The lesson here is to recognize the signs of someone who brings conflict into your life and choose to distance yourself from them. This is not about avoiding challenges or pretending that problems don't exist, but rather about protecting yourself from unnecessary turmoil. To live harmoniously and keep your mind clear, it is important to learn how to let go of situations and people that create chaos. In doing so, you allow yourself to embrace the tranquility and balance that Buddhism teaches is essential for a fulfilling and peaceful life. Maintaining inner peace while distancing yourself from toxic relationships, especially when they involve family members, can be incredibly challenging. However, this is an important lesson in protecting yourself from harmful influences. Often due to family ties, we feel guilty and struggle with the idea of cutting off or maintaining distance from loved ones. But Buddhism reminds us that nothing is more important than inner peace. When the mind is disturbed, living in anxiety and stress due to toxic relationships, it becomes difficult to find the tranquility that life is meant to offer. Buddha teaches us that letting go is not an act of selfishness, but a form of self-preservation. Letting go does not mean abandoning love or responsibility for family. Rather, it is about choosing not to let toxic relationships drag you down. When you set boundaries with kindness, you are not only protecting yourself, but also helping others realize the need for change in their behavior. This can be a turning point where they may reconsider their approach to relationships. What is crucial is that during this process, you treat everyone with respect, but also understand that you cannot allow them to control your life. Remember, your inner peace must come first. When you are strong in protecting your soul, you will have the strength to face life's challenges without being excessively affected by unhealthy relationships. Love, but do not forget to take care of yourself first, because only when you are at peace can you love and support others in a genuine and sustainable way. As we journey through life, age inevitably brings us to a phase where peace, happiness, and comfort are not just desires, but the very essence of what we deserve. In your golden years, when you've seen and experienced so much, It is only right that you find the tranquility that the soul craves. The worries and stresses of younger days should fade away, replaced by serenity and contentment. This is the time to cherish yourself, to embrace all the wisdom you've gained, and to nourish your mind with peace. However, to achieve this peaceful state, there may be some difficult choices ahead. One of the most challenging decisions is letting go of those who no longer serve your well-being, even when they are family members. We often hold on to relationships out of obligation, love, or fear of judgment. But in reality, allowing toxic relationships to persist can poison our peace and hinder our spiritual growth. If a person's presence in your life brings only pain, disappointment, and stress, it is okay to distance yourself. It is not about abandonment, it is about self-preservation. As Buddha taught, you cannot pour from an empty cup. To offer love, care, and compassion to others, you must first fill your own cup with peace and stability. Letting go is never easy, especially when it involves those we hold dear, but it is essential for your well-being. Protecting your soul, your mental and emotional energy, is not a selfish act. It is a profound act of self-respect. In doing so, you are not only nurturing yourself, but also setting a boundary that might encourage healing or transformation in the relationships around you. By protecting your peace, you show the world what it means to truly care for yourself, allowing you to live with grace and dignity. As you reflect on the teachings of Buddhism, remember that the path to inner peace is not always a smooth one. It requires patience, compassion, and most importantly, the courage to choose what is best for you. Buddha's teachings encourage us to live in the present, free from attachments, regrets, and anxieties. This journey may involve shedding old attachments, revisiting painful memories, or even confronting uncomfortable truths. But in the end, all of these experiences help us to grow into wiser, more compassionate beings. So, as you move forward in life, take these lessons with you. Choose peace. Choose to live without regret. Choose to create a life filled with love, respect, and understanding, not only for others, but also for yourself. In doing so, you honor the wisdom of your years and the precious time you have left. Live a life that is aligned with your inner truth, and remember that in protecting your soul and your peace, you are ultimately living the life you were always meant to lead.